Okay, this will be an interesting one. Funny one. I think it's funny. Let's see if I can make it look good. It's got earthy colours to it. It's not colourful. It's an earthy coloured original that we've got. Most of the pictures in it are earthy. But we can make it look really nice, hopefully. So we just set this silly shitter up. This is a really funny piece of fact. And we're going to photocopy. Alright, what are we going to do? What do we got? We got here a book called The Home Barista. Well, I don't make my own coffee at home, but except for instant coffee, I do go to coffee shops. I really like coffee. And this is what we're photocopying this. This is called Kopai Luwak. And it's basically a civet does eat this and it poos them out. So basically it eats the coffee beans and shits it out and produces this supposedly delicious coffee product. But I have my doubts. It's highly expensive. I didn't actually read what was there. I just tried to summarise it, folks. But basically, it sounds like a rich person's luxury. And it's like a lot of rich person's luxuries. There's a lot of doubt as to how true it is. That it really does produce a sweet coffee that doesn't have the bitterness of normal coffee. I don't know. I don't think I'd like to try it. I'm thinking, yeah, it's come out of the anus of a civet cat. That doesn't sound too fucking hygienic. But it's interesting. It's an interesting concept. Now that looks really quite nice. Wondering where the centre of this job's going to be. But yeah, they call it a civet cat. And I heard about this years ago when I was at work. About this Kopai Luwak coffee. It's an interesting concept, extremely expensive, and it's doubtful. In the text there, it sort of says they're sort of not sure whether it's really worth all that money to be eating this shitted out, to be consuming this shitted out coffee. So I don't know. I think the jury's out. I think only the people that produce this shit really know the true story. I certainly don't. Maybe there are things that you can Google to find out the truth about this sort of thing. But it sounds kind of amusing, but it does sound pretty gross. I wonder how they clean the grounds. I mean, I guess like any coffee beans, they get roasted. So I guess the roasting would take the germs out of the coffee, out of the beans. So I assume that's the logical case with this. But it still doesn't sound terribly good when you consider a bum is a bum. Whatever species, an anus is an anus, and it produces shit, and shit is dirty and filthy and grotty. So it's germy, and but for some reason they created this shit, the shitty coffee, you could call it. Anyway, whatever the case, that looks quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.